Hello. How's it going, everybody? I'm just setting some stuff up right now, so it's gonna take me a little bit. I have to do two things. One of them's faster than the other one, but I'm just looking through some entrances for something for tonight's showings. Oh, here we go. This will be fun. So it'll take a little bit while people trickle in, at least. Unfortunately, I can't, like, speed these up, because I'm just trying to look at an entrance thing, but I can't look at these specifically. Huh. Let's try. uh. This is taking me a lot longer than I thought it would. Think. Oh, wait, let's try this. I think we'll just have to stick with something sort of neutral. There's not really a lot of good tag entrants, I feel like, in this game. Yeah. And then okay, that should work. And then I need to just edit one more, and then I should be good. Nope. And then oh yeah, let's keep that. Okay, that's good. Save that. Okay, cool. Let me set up the first show and then we'll get on into it. Uh, glad that I saw that. Okay. Change in the night. To become something. As participants. This. And then customize, match, custom match. Man. That's gonna be... Cool. Save that. Let me get all my, like, notes and shit. Let's get into the first show of the night. We got 3 shows, 4 matches each. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington. And tonight, we're going to kick off MPW tonight with the continuation of the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament. And we are actually dipping in to the second round of the tournament. Ayasu had to make it through the preliminaries to get to this point, earn her spot against Emrys Morgana in the beginning of this tournament, one of 4 contestants that made their way from the beginning out of 8 to make it into the tournament. The other half were hand-selected by the bosses upstairs to be in the tournament based on accolades, wins and losses, and straight bias. But Ayasu didn't have to go through that. And we saw that Ayasu's tag team partner Azanaza also won their preliminary rounds on the other side of the tournament. We could see a Shogunate sweep and an easy victory, an easy title retention for the Idol Division champion, Rize. And her opponent is someone that I know Rize is going to be watching very closely. Could we see the run back of history over 300 days ago? TeaTheShiba was Idol Division champion until Rize dethroned her and held the championship for the entirety of Season 2 so far, ever since that. Could we see the rematch of the century at MPW Presents? See you next time. TeaTheShiba going up one-on-one against Rize. I know Rize is sitting in her booth watching this match closely, because it isn't only about stopping T from getting a shot at the title. It's about seeing what your subordinates can do. I feel like Ayasu and Azanaza have proven themselves time and time again. But you can't, in this business, allow yourself to become complacent with your abilities. You always have to strive to become better. You always have to strive to become stronger. And that's exactly how you're going to succeed. Dropkick, ripcord dropkick by Ayasu. Already checking the shoulders. Kick out at 1. Of course, T has not seen that title since the very beginning of Season 2. So you know T's going to be wanting to get it. Lines Ayasu up for the knee to the spine. I knew it. I knew it. I knew I forgot to... Sigh. Right as I was like, yep, I'm going to forget. I'm going to forget to unmute. God dang it. Wouldn't be an MPW stream without it. I knew it. I'm so annoyed. Alright, let's get into it. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington, and tonight we are going to kick off this episode of MPW, continuing on the Idol Division #1 Contender Tournament. 8 idols fought for a shot at this tournament. 4 were selected, handpicked by the bosses upstairs, and one of these 8 became one of the 4 that entered the tournament. Ayasu had to beat Empress Morgana to earn her spot in the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament, and we are on round 2. If they want to make it to the semifinals, they're going to have to win here tonight. We know Rize is watching closely, as we will see who has been handpicked to fight Ayasu by the boss upstairs. Not handpicked to fight Ayasu, but handpicked to be in the tournament. We already saw that Blueness was selected, and whether it's based on skill, wins and losses, pure numbers, or personal bias, we are up to speculation entirely. But all we know is, or what we know is that Ayasu earned their spot to be in this tournament, and that cannot be forgotten. And speaking of not forgetting, TeaTheShiba hasn't forgotten about what it felt like to have the Idol Division Championship around her waist at the beginning of Season 2. TeaTheShiba was the Idol Division champion coming into Season 2, and over 300 days ago was dethroned by Rize, the still reigning and defending Idol Division champion, the longest champion in MPW history. Could we see the ultimate comeback, the ultimate rematch of MPW at MPW Presents? See you next time. Could we see TeaTheShiba pick up the win here in this tournament, earn herself a title shot, and have a rematch against Rize for the title? We know Rize is going to be watching from her booth very closely, not only to see if T makes it, see who she has to face in the tournament after the tournament, knee strike to the head. She wants to make sure her subordinates aren't lacking, because of course, bumps him. Ayasu and Azanaza have proven themselves to be very capable fighters in this business, but you don't want to become complacent when it comes to a business like this. You want to be able to stay on the top of your game, the top form. And Ayasu dropping TeaTheShiba like a sack of shit on her neck. An absolute devastating display. T elbowing the knee. Kickoff. Azanaza and Ayasu both have made it into the tournament. But will they make it to the end? We could see a potential. T going for the pedigree, maybe. Alabama slam by Ayasu, reversal. We could see a Shogunate sweep. Azanaza and Ayasu could make it to the finals of the tournament and earn themselves a title opportunity, giving Rize a potentially free win. It would be the two idols' first, one of the two idols' first opportunity at the Idol Division Championship. Maybe they wouldn't turn down that option. Ooh. Wouldn't turn down that opportunity. Sending Ayasu into the barricade. T spinning around with that chop. Discus clothesline. Knocks her to the floor. And sends her to the barricade. Countouts are a legal way to continue in this tournament. So if T or Ayasu get counted out here, they will get eliminated. And T may be looking for that countout victory, potentially. Ayasu up against the barricade. Barely making it before the 8 count. Grabbing T from behind. Off the ropes. T stops herself and then gets run into a clothesline by Ayasu as she picks up speed. Got T in the corner. Gonna set T up. A dangerous position for her to be in at the top rope. Ayasu looking to twist the dimensions right onto TeaTheShiba's head again, dropping it on the neck. A devastating amount of damage. Targeting the neck and head again. That could easily paralyze you. If you're hit the wrong way, very much damage your neck is Want to be able to protect your face and neck. Sling blade into the booty pop and moonsault. Ayasu back up on their feet. T. Ooh, tilt-a-whirl slam by Ayasu, using their momentum against them. T reverses the punch in the corner. Clothesline. Ayasu trying not to stay low for too long, but T's not giving her a chance to breathe. And now T slowly making it up top. Twisted. T nearly hitting the ref. Ref making sure the shoulders are down. 2. Kick out of 2. Ayasu on the outside. T over the top, barely. Just scraping Ayasu, but didn't quite land all of it. Truly a risky maneuver. Booty pop and moonsault on the floor this time. Body in between concrete. T wants nothing to do with being on the outside. T is trying to make her voices known and feeling the blues for her troubles. Maybe focus on the match and then instead of focusing on talking shit. And T kicks out barely. Ayasu thought she had it, but it wasn't enough. Goes for a big boot, blocked. T sends Ayasu into the corner. And now T setting up Ayasu, wanting to make an example of her maybe, but no, right click, or right hit, feeling the blues to T. Ayasu maybe putting away a thorn in Rize's side and moving on. In the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament, the next time we'll see her will be against Blueness, I believe. Also, I said Blueness was handpicked, I'm pretty sure, but she was not. But we will see Blue versus Blue in the semifinals as we will move on to the next round of the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament. Bum 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 bum. All right, let's get into the next match. Hope. It is time for the third round of the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament. We are going to get through the quarterfinals here tonight. And we are going to have our first entrance, ShmeepsWorld. ShmeepsWorld had to beat Tyranno Maximum to qualify for the tournament, earning her spot, one of the idols that had to earn her spot to get into the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament. And so far, the bosses upstairs have been 0 for 2 for their hand-selected people, maybe showing that you have to earn, the people that earn their spots have better luck in MPW, as both Blueness beat Minty and Ayasu just beat TeaTheShiba. I don't know if that gives you confidence coming in as Shmeeps or worries you, as you don't want to be the first person in this tournament to lose to the hand-picked. You can't let those ideas get to you, but you have to be on guard for whoever is selected by the boss upstairs. And if I think anyone deserves an opportunity at the title to be hand-selected, it is one of the most dominant idols in the division to date. None other than Rocky. Rocky was the last person to challenge Rize for the title. Had such a close match, but was unable to pick up the win. Can Rocky do it here and make her way back to the Idol Division #1 contendership? A former Idol Division champion in their own right. Can Rocky come out on top? Rocky has had some pretty impressive matches coming into these #1 contenders tournaments. Some of the quickest matches against people like UnchainedAwesome, a former openweight champion. It's gotta be something. Something has to be said about the record that Rocky holds in MPW, where they dominate the middle ground but aren't quite winning the championship. Or, well, no one really has won the championship this season, which is the problem, but Rocky has been taking on the medium game and is looking to go big game hunting at See You Next Time. ShmeepsWorld versus Rocky. And the match begins. Purple hair versus purple hair. Black and gold versus gold and white. Head scissor by ShmeepsWorld. I gotta say that coming into this match, if I'm ShmeepsWorld, I'm thinking I gotta make sure that I am on my game, I am focused, and that I do not give Rocky a chance to breathe. I think Shmeeps has the speed advantage. Rocky flipping her, landing her on her face. If I'm Shmeeps, I'm thinking I have the speed advantage. I don't want to let Rocky control the pace of the match. I don't want Rocky to slow things down, because if things start slowing down and going into the pace and the favor of Rocky, things are going to get painful for Shmeeps. Flip Shmeeps around, gets that elbow though. Shmeeps goes off the middle ropes, drop kick, turning Rocky inside out, and a forearm to the jaw. Standing shooting star press, but Rocky had it scouted. Back and forth, these two have it. German suplex by ShmeepsWorld. A rare show of raw strength from the former Idol Division champion ShmeepsWorld. And I believe a former openweight champion. Yes, indeed. Standing shooting star press. This time connects, hooks the leg. Kick at a 1. Rocky goes for a slide. Shmeeps goes for a senton. Neither of them connect. Rocky sending Shmeeps off the ropes. Back elbow. And an arm drag takedown. Standing shooting star press. Third time's the charm. And Rocky's going to vacate the premises right in front of the French Canadian commentators table. Shmeeps not too far behind. Right hand. Rocks Rocky. Backstabber. Need to see a chiropractor after that shot. Might have rearranged her spine. Sends her into the table, and again arm drags into the table. Of course, countouts, as I say, are in effect, so you don't want to spend too much time on the outside. And if both get counted out, they both get eliminated. Jumping bulldog on the floor. This could be a Shmeeps strategy, though. I know Shmeeps is usually the honorable one, but if Shmeeps thinks she can't win this match, then maybe she's going to try and take the countout victory, which is very risky, because I feel like Rocky would be completely okay taking a countout victory right to the jaw with the knee. Both competitors getting in at 8. Rocky sends Shmeeps off the ropes, floats over into the German suplex. Keeps the bridge pin. Kick it at 2. Now Shmeeps is about to feel the big fist straight through the chest like a cannon. And Rocky's now biting at the digits of ShmeepsWorld. On the knee, or knee onto the elbow. Rocky is still maintaining quite a bit of the control here, and as I say that, Rocky sets up for a Canadian Destroyer! Canadian Destroyer by Rocky, a little bit close to the ropes, and Shmeeps sees that. Ref calls the rope break. Could have been the end for Shmeeps, but this might just be the final Nail in the coffin. Lost and found to ShmeepsWorld. Kick out. Barely. Was that a show of life or a sign of desperation from ShmeepsWorld, looking completely out of it on the floor? Rocky looking for maybe a double axe handle. Shmeeps reverses, gets the drop kick. Trying to keep Rocky down for just a moment. Kicks to the back. ShmeepsWorld trying to catch her breath as Rocky moves to the corner, but it's a dangerous position for Rocky to be in. Maybe playing possum, trying to lure Shmeeps. Clothesline to the corner and a flying punch. Forearm by Rocky. Absolutely rocking ShmeepsWorld, no pun intended. Leg drop guillotine from the top rope. Looking to crush her neck. 2 count. Kick out with authority by Shmeeps. Rocky's gonna meet Shmeeps on the outside. Ooh, now rubbing the boots into the eye, scraping the boots. Just disrespectful. Rocky playing with Shmeeps like a lion toys with its food. Russian leg sweep. Back handspring knees. Continuing to just batter Shmeeps on the outside. Finally, Shmeeps shows some signs of life. I was thinking maybe a referee stoppage. German suplex into the steel steps. Rocky is back up on their feet like nothing happened. Shmeeps trying to push Rocky into the corner, maybe targeting the back. Spinning around Hurricane Rana. Shmeeps has got an uphill battle for sure if she wants to win this match. Can't show any hesitation, can't show any signs of doubt. Rocky going back up top for a 3rd time up top. Double axe handle, this time connects. Now just beating at the forehead. Trying to bust Shmeeps open and successful. Shmeeps steps back up, but is delirious, I think, with that misstep. Missing the Enziguri sends Rocky into the corner. That might have just unlocked the last bit of adrenaline Shmeeps needed. Swatted away by Rocky. Tilt-a-whirl DDT. Shmeeps is looking worse for wears. Rocky in the corner. Shmeeps from the other side. Back elbow. Like I said, Shmeeps can't have the luxury of wasting time, hesitating. Gets up top. ShmeepsWorld, big splash. Looks like it might have slipped there for a little bit. 2. Shmeeps nearly takes it. Going back up, more steady posture. Around the world! Shmeeps looking to take it. 1, 2, no! That has to be demoralizing for ShmeepsWorld. After all that, Rocky is still up. What does Shmeeps have to do to put Rocky away? Critical role! Shmeeps isn't done. 1 more time. Around the world. ShmeepsWorld. 1, 2, 3. I would say an insane upset for ShmeepsWorld against Rocky. The idols that had to earn their spot continuing to dominate, as we will move on to our first match of a tag team #1 contenders tournament next. Oh wait, I'm completely wrong. That's so funny. I thought that was the third match, dude, with how crazy that was. Okay, let's get into this. Not the tag team match. Sorry, did I say the tag team match was next? I'm incorrect. We are still continuing the Idol Division #1 contender tournament. We had to finish. I thought that was the semi-main event, to be honest. We have to continue. Azanaza earned their spot to get here by facing MamaInu. Now looking to get to the semifinals with ShmeepsWorld, Ayasu, and Blueness. Azanaza and Ayasu, both members of the Shogunate, both teamed with the current Idol Division champion, so we'll have to see what happens if either of them win this tournament. We know that Azanaza's coming with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, wanting to make sure that they can prove their worthiness, their worth in the Shogunate, not wanting to play third fiddle to Rize or Ayasu. And the last hand-picked idol for the Idol Division #1 contenders tournament, definitely based on accolades, but I could definitely see some bias here from the bosses upstairs. Dancing with Draven, the first ever Idol Division champion, former two-time Idol Division champion. Dancing with Draven, as well as a former openweight champion. You cannot deny Draven's accolades in MPW. But every hand-picked person has seemingly been cursed by the bosses upstairs. Can Draven be the one to not let the bosses upstairs down? If Draven could do this, this would drastically reduce the Shogunate's power in this tournament and potentially get her another title shot. We haven't seen Draven with the Idol Division Championship in forever, when the Idol Division Championship is almost synonymous with Draven. Draven versus Azanaza. Azanaza knee step up Hurricane Rana to start us off. This will be the last match for the Idol Division #1 contenders tournament tonight. We will pick up the semi-finals knee strike next week, and the finals will be 2 weeks from now. Spinning back kick, combination of kicks, sends Draven off the ropes, ducks under, jumps over, and a flapjack. Chops to the chest by Azanaza, as Draven finally getting some offense. Backbreaker, and a big boy senton. Draven going all the way up top. What is she looking for? Drop kick. Now we're just rubbing Ozanaza's foot in the face into the mat. After such a long night of MPW, you know that mat's got to be pretty sweaty. Nobody loves getting their snot-nosed rubbed into the mat. Draven back up, forearm. We saw Shmeeps, Draven's friend and tag team partner. Double underhook. Goes for the pin, kick out of 1. If Draven wins this match, she will have to face Shmeeps in the next round. The only way that Ozanaza or Ayasu see each other in this tournament is if they make it all the way to the finals. And at that point, the nail is already set in the coffin for anybody else outside of the Shogunate trying to get a title shot. Ozanaza looking on top form tonight. Going up top. This looks like a distance that has to be made. Elbow drop. Rolls over into the pin. Referee making sure the shoulders are down. Kick out of 2. Another knee strike to the head. A lot of cranial targeting. Cranial attacks from both members of the Shogunate tonight. Bumps him. Clothesline. Drop kick takes Ozanaza down. Draven back up. Draven it's been kind of Ozanaza since opening bell. Draven hasn't really had too much offense. Don't want to commentator curse Ozanaza, but it's not looking too great for Draven. Draven, though, elbows out of the corner. Looking both arms for a neck breaker. Ozanaza looking a little bit confused, unsure of themselves. Scoop slam. Draven now floating over to the German suplex. Holding on for another one. And 1/3 German suplex by Draven. Draven, sound of night! Right as I say, it doesn't seem like Draven can get any offense off. Hits some of the biggest moves. Nearly takes the match. But Ozanaza holds on. Now working out the back of Ozanaza. Ozanaza's going to roll the outside. Draven's going to follow very close behind. Steps over those steel steps right in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. You know, Draven wants Ozanaza back in the ring. Throws him into the post. Draven does not want to win by countout, just tossing them around, though. Ozanaza finally back up onto their feet. I mean, for Ozza, this is about proving their worth, showing who they are, and not letting their team down. It's not just about an Idol Division opportunity, an Idol Division Championship opportunity. It's about proving your worth to your own team, proving your worth to everyone. This is why Ozanaza's taking this so seriously. 6 count. Draven letting the count go maybe a little bit longer. Gonna break it up at 7. These two love fighting on the outside. Hurricane Rana into the apron. Ozanaza now sharing some words of encouragement, if you will. Breaking it up at 2. Blocks the kick to the head. Another knee strike to the abs. And a DDT onto the floor. Again, we're fighting in a dangerous area here. Azza at the top rope, elbow drop from a distance. And thinks that that might be enough to put away Draven. Near fall. It was nearly enough. Maybe just testing the waters in preparation for the DNA DDT. Center of the ring, shoulders down for Draven. And Azza completes the quadfecta. No handpick idols from the boss upstairs move on, and Azza moves to the semifinals. Another point of proving Azza has what it takes in the idol division, as we will move on to the tag team #1 contenders tournament this time next. Bum, 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 bum. I'm kind of excited for the tag team tournament. I'm excited for the tag team division in the new game, because so far the tag team matches look a lot better. We're gonna have to play around with them, of course, but the tag matches look a lot better in the new game for balancing breakups and stuff. All right, let's get into it. Oh. All right, is to start off our main event tonight will be to start off the MPW Tag Team Championship Tournament. The Coalition of Humans Against Treachery have their hands in every pot, as we see B.A. Tycho trailing behind a bear. It has not been smooth sailing for the leader of the coalition, B.A. Tycho, who was the former openweight champion, holding it for only a mere 2 days as champion. And now here in the tag team tournament, I know the bear is not, it's probably not ecstatic about being teamed with B.A. Tycho compared to how he would be with Greg, but Greg is the Icon Division champion. They don't need to delegate him to tag team. They don't want to spread him too thin. And Blueness, of course, B.A. Tycho's preferred partner, is in the Idol Division #1 contendership. So these two are going to be up against a former tag team champions, Emrys Morgana, and the monster from that magic mist, that stone, the evil clone, the doppelganger, if you will, of ShmeepsWorld, BeepsWorld, the team of La Primera. La Primera looking for their tag team championship to come back home. This tag team match, of course, will be Falls Count Anywhere, anything goes, meaning all weapons are legal, and you can pin or submit your opponent anywhere in the ring. Emrys Morgana, unfortunately, didn't have very good luck in the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament, losing to Ayasu in the first round, but giving them a perfect chance to work for the Tag Team Championship. ShmeepsWorld and Emrys Morgana, the former tag team champions, dethroned by Bonk and Dragthulu. Usually the championship is defended only every other month. But since it's the final match, final premium live event of the season, they gotta defend it. A bear goes for the pin. If any team could match this pure power that is ShmeepsWorld, it would be BA Tycho and a bear. And the bear is overwhelming Emrys Morgana in the corner. The Coalition could come out with a lot of championships by the end of Season 2. I know BA Tycho is going to be wanting to do his best in this championship match, earn the title shot, win it, so that he can keep his team feeling like, hey, I know what I'm doing, I'm a good leader. The bear with the crossbody. It's a struggle for power right now in the Coalition, it seems. And BA Tycho doesn't want to give up anything. A bear on the top rope. What is he looking for? If anything. The bear is stalking his prey. BA Tycho with the belly to belly. It looks like ShmeepsWorld and the bear leaving these two to fight it out. Maybe the bear got distracted. Maybe Emrys threw some mist at him or something. Got him distracted. ShmeepsWorld trying to do something. BA Tycho knocks her down. BA Tycho with the knee strikes to that fleshy side of the head of ShmeepsWorld. Emrys off the top crossbody. Hooks the leg for the bear. BA Tycho either not paying attention or not caring, focusing on his own problems. And Emrys Morgana doing something on the outside. Has the bear in a submission hold. Leg lock. The bear rolling over. BA Tycho this time running to the aid. Knows how dangerous Emrys Morgana submissions can be. Emrys Morgana getting the 2-on-1 treatment. And ShmeepsWorld's going to try and break it up. Throws BA Tycho into the ring. And now turns her eye to the bear. BA Tycho risking it all through the middle ropes. Not really connecting with anybody. It looked like he hit a brick wall when he dove into ShmeepsWorld. Belly to belly. Hooks it. ShmeepsWorld's got the bear up on his shoulder. Or, yeah, on her shoulders. Powerbomb into the barricade. Luckily, Emrys Morgana kicked out. BA Tycho now onto ShmeepsWorld. BA Tycho with a crazy right hand against Emrys. Looks like the Coalition trying to do that divide and conquer strategy, picking up ShmeepsWorld 2-on-1 style. Might be a smart strategy against someone so strong as ShmeepsWorld. Emrys planting BA Tycho. BA Tycho and ShmeepsWorld fighting it out as the bear's got Emrys in his own kind of leg lock. The bear sends Emrys into the ring. Gonna follow shortly as well. And now BA Tycho taking ShmeepsWorld to the ground, working on those robotic arms, trying to rip the circuitry out. As a bear, ooh, right on the dome. As a bear and ShmeepsWorld, or a bear and Emrys fight into the ring. Bear's got a stop sign. Sending BA Tycho into the barricade. Stop sign to ShmeepsWorld. Scorpion death drop onto the back of the neck. Or on the knee. A bear targeting ShmeepsWorld once again. BA Tycho sending Emrys into the barricade. Clothesline reversal. Spinning back kick. Big boot. Doesn't knock Emrys down. In plain sight by BA Tycho. ShmeepsWorld nearly got pinned, and now Emrys Morgana, near fall. Near fall after near fall for the Coalition as B.A. Tycho is about to take Emrys Morgana on a spin. Airplane spin to Emrys Morgana. Trying to separate BeepsWorld and Emrys. And B.A. Tycho going for his favorite weapon, the solid steel steps. Right to BeepsWorld. Right in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. Emrys now face first. Ugh. Now B.A. Tycho's getting the 2-on-1 treatment. B.A. Tycho, though, fighting both of them off. Emrys sending B.A. Tycho into the ring. Now working over a bear. 2-on-1 to the bear. Standing toe-to-toe with BeepsWorld. Very few can say they can do that. Chops and kicks. Clothesline ducks it. Bear going for the bear hug. Sends him into the barricade. Now B.A. Tycho gets hit with a clothesline. A natural one by BeepsWorld as the bear is looking worse for wears. On the barricade. What is Emrys looking for? Russian leg sweep into the barricade. And now Emrys looking for anything to help her succeed in this match. Taking the long way, no. Gonna meet the bear with the sledgehammer. Bear with the fucking knee to the chin of Emrys. Emrys holding her own, though. Right up the butt with that sledgehammer. Lefts galore. Dragon suplex to Emrys. The timekeeper and the ring announcer moving out of the way as a bear taken out. Oh, the bear letting BeepsWorld break that up. A very interesting strategy. A miscalculation, if you will. It looks like frustration showing on the mask of B.A. Tycho. B.A. Tycho. Power slam in Emrys. What is the Coalition looking to do now? Once again, separating BeepsWorld in the ring. Headbutt by the bear, busting Emrys open. And a stop sign to the head as well. BeepsWorld working belly to belly from B.A. Tycho. BeepsWorld chopping the bear. Clothesline! Natural one. Hooks the leg. B.A. Tycho's not anywhere near it. Neither is the ref. Referee is panicking, having a panic attack. Doesn't know what he's doing. Realizing his job is on the line, too. B.A. Tycho gave them a little extra time to be fair, because the referee was having a fucking mental breakdown. You know, happens to the best of us. Russian leg sweep into the hemlock on the floor. The bear's in trouble. The bear's in trouble. He taps. The bear taps. BeepsWorld and Emrys Morgana pick up the win. La Primera. Picks up a massive win in your main event. Moving on to the finals of the tag team tournament. Looking to become the #1 contenders one more time. Thank you guys so much for watching Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm Masu Pro Wrestling 10, and we'll see you guys next week. I don't know why I switched that so quickly, but... This I'm a motto. When I feel like this, I'm a motto. Okay, I'm gonna run an ad, go on the BRB screen, and get some water, and set up the next show. So we're gonna just... And then we're gonna... Oh, he spawned. Okay. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering. As we all know, Chi-Chi is my adoptive daughter, and Rosaria is her mother. So, you know, you look at Rosaria's hair, and it's like, okay, red, her hair's purple, right? So, who's the father, right? And, like, at first, my heart sank, right? That, it's probably Kaya, right? Blue hair, red hair, both ice. Chi-Chi's mother, of course, like Chi-Chi's mother, father. But I figured it out. It's Rosaria and Eula. Sorry, I'm the repo man, and I have the repo plan. Yeah, Dance Dance Revolution. I'm back. Oh, no, never turn it back. Oh. Oh. Right. Okay, let me matches. Hello, Merlin. How you doing? Merlin, one of these days, I don't like going through, like, everything with people, you know, like, go through all the options or anything, but one of these days we're gonna have to sit down and talk a little bit about the 2K25 design of Merlin, like, if you want anything added, changed, you know? This would be... Did I give these to... I didn't. No, Merlin's not necessarily looking at a change for imagery. If you like how Merlin looks, we keep Merlin how he looks. Like, we try to make him as close to it as possible. But I've been giving people, like, I've been, you know, reaching out to people being like, hey, because like Shmeeps, for instance, Shmeeps is like looks relatively different. Draven looks basically completely different. Not that you have to look completely different, but you know, if you have a different idea or different design idea, I'm more than happy to do exactly or try to make it exactly as it looked before. Absolutely. Also, that goes for Garreth as well, since we're kind of like co-parenting Garreth. Yeah. We can look at some stuff. I just am wary about looking at everything because I've done it where I've looked through, like, gone through with people. And I know you would probably be all right. I thought I made this, but sometimes, like, if you go through every detail, it can get really boring. But I want you, because I think I've talked to you about the match I want to do, but I want Merlin for the last show of season 2, which last show of season 2 I want it to be in 2K25. So oh shit. Okay, can I import? No, I can't. Let me leave. I gotta look at this. I have, because we're trying to get the list, so tonight is gonna be the day where I'm gonna know exactly who I want. Tonight is gonna be like exactly who I know is gonna be on the last show, and then I have to make some more people for the 2 shows after that. But like, I'll have an idea. And I know you're gonna be on the one, so I need to like work on those ones specifically. Put your hands up like they ain't coming down. Oh, I don't think I ever did that either, actually. I need to do that too. Glad I'm realizing that. Maybe we do a change for lore reason or something might be fun. If you can think about it, because like, I know I changed how Garreth looks because he's like no longer part of the team anymore. So if you want to, I'm like thinking of Gandalf, right? And I'm like, what if like something happens to you, and then you come back as MerlinGTB, but it's Merlin Gambledorf the Black, and you're in all black. Not that we necessarily need anybody in black, because I feel like everybody wears black. No, not what I want. Please stop playing this music. It is copyrightable. Here we go. The beard goes black. Oh, shit. Taking shots at the enemy. See, I feel free to brainstorm some ideas if you want and think about stuff. Because I have a couple ideas for people that are going to get changed coming up. Edit matches. That's good. Edit match. This one. And then that's on there. And then I also need to add that. And then we should be good. Just giving you ideas. Nice. And then we can also talk a little bit about it off stream, because like obviously I don't want to tell you like this is, I don't want to like say on stream, be like, oh, this is like the plan for my ideas for what I want to do, you know, like. All right. Start show here. And we'll run it. We got 2 more shows, this one and one after this, so we got a lot of stuff going on. I'm pretty excited for it. Let's get into it. Oh. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington. And tonight we are kicking off with the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament semi-finals. The winner of this match will go to the finals next week to challenge for the Idol Division #1 Contenders #1 contendership. There was 8 competitors that had to earn their spot, or 4 competitors that had to earn their spot in the tournament out of 8 competitors total. Every single one of them that won the preliminaries went on to the semifinals. No hand-picked idols by the boss upstairs have moved on, showing exactly what hard work gets you in this business. Lunas had to beat Usino in the preliminaries to even get into the tournament, and then round 1, Lunas had to go up against the boss's own picked MintyClovers, and they won both those matches, earning themselves this spot. And now 1/2 of the Shogunate's tag team champion, or tag team, 1/3 of the Shogunate faction, Ayasu, also started off with the preliminaries against Emrys Morgana, picking up a big win against Emrys Morgana, and then defeating TeaTheShiba last week to earn their spot here. Looking to go all the way, and if Ayasu can win this match, that's 50% chance for the Shogunate to earn a title shot, potentially giving Rize the easiest win of her life at MPW Presents. See you next time. Of course, on the other side of the bracket is Ayasu's own tag team partner, Azanaza, who has also came from the preliminaries. We could see a Shogunate sweep, earning Rize an easy win. That is to say, if either of these 2 competitors, if they do win, they would give Rize that luxury of a free victory. Also, it's something to be said if Rize would want to accept that after such a long reign. But tonight we're going to start off blue versus blue, Ayasu versus Blueness. Lunas off the ropes, misses the Inzagiri. And Ayasu's going to punish her for it. Sayuro suplex by Ayasu. I don't know if I could really call it either way which one could get it here, but the coalition, excuse me, I was trying to think of it. The coalition, the team Lunas is a part of, has been struggling somewhat recently. Last week, they were in the tag team tournament. A bear tapped out to Emerson Morgana, losing their potential shot at a tag team championship. B.A. Tycho lost his openweight championship after 2 days against FlairZero, who will have to defend it later tonight. And now Blueness is kind of left to try and hold her own and try to keep the name of the coalition going alongside Greg, who's the Icon Division champion. If the coalition could hold the two big singles titles in the company, that could be incredibly massive. Kick out at 1. Drop kick, Ayasu. Misses Ayasu. Luna's having a little bit of miscalculations tonight. Suplex. Could be off her game. Could be feeling those jitters, that pressure from the coalition. We know B.A. Tycho has been having it rough recently. Could be taking it out on her. Hip up. Sends him, nearly hitting the ref. Ducks under. Jumps over. Basement drop kick. That one lands. Lunas has yet to hold the Idol Division Championship or any championship in MPW, but has had the feat of the Ultimate Openweight Tournament. Ayasu missing that elbow drop. Float over, double stomp. Drop, double stomp rolls through. Clothesline into the corner by Ayasu. Last week, we saw Ayasu pretty dominantly defeat TeaTheShiba, the former Idol Division champion. So I have no doubts in my mind that Ayasu could pick up the win here tonight, but Lunas has come out and shocked the world, surprised people with their abilities. So you never really know what either of these two have in them until they finally get into that ring and show them exactly what they're made of. Lunas fighting off Ayasu in the corner. Ayasu maybe looking for the twisting dimensions. Sending Ayasu into the corner this time. Those forearms looking for a moonsault potentially. Ayasu is in position. Up top, moonsault. Ayasu rolls out of the way. Gets caught though by Blueness. You can't get away from Blueness's moonsault. 2 count. Near fall. Blueness now working over the arm, twisting it back like this. What is Blueness looking for? Ooh. The effects on the elbow and the shoulder. Blueness up top. We might see this only once tonight. But Blue Moon connects a little bit close to the ropes. Rolls through, hooks the arm though. Pulls it away from the ropes. 2 count for Blueness. Blueness now going to the middle ropes. Ayasu reversal with that power bomb. Just taking it down. The strength of Ayasu. Showing why they're considered the powerhouse of the Shogunate. If this was a video game, the power slider would be all the way to the right for Ayasu. Clotheslines galore as Blueness Finds her way into the corner once again. Right exactly where Ayasu wants her. Setting her up top. Hooks the arm over. Twisting dimensions. Against the turnbuckle, head first, kick out at 2. Ayasu thought she might have had it. Blueness, I know Blueness has felt this feeling before, but she might be, no, thwarts the feeling the blues. Super kick. Blueness, oh, it backwards Inzagiria like a knee to the back of the head. Oh, Flapjack misses. Feeling the blues, the biggest misstep from Blueness, I think, all night. 1, 2, no, kick out at 2. It may have been a big misstep, but Blueness holds on barely. Rolls to the outside in front of the French Canadian commentators table and starts to get rocked by Ayasu. German suplex. Elbow drop, rolls through. Double stomp. Double stomp again. This is for a shot at the Idol Division Championship on the grandest stage in MPW and online wrestling. Working the inside arm, elbow drop again. We don't want to wait outside too long. 7. Ayasu maybe leaving Blueness to the outside. Blueness wobbly. Blueness has got to get in before 10. 9. Blueness barely making it in before 10. Ayasu showing that she's willing to take that count-out victory any means necessary. Drop kick. Blueness up top. Second time, Blue Moon! Hooks the leg, 1, 2, no! Kick out at 2! Blueness thought that she had it, flips her around. Oh my god, sweeps the leg. Takes out the knee. Tanya Harding style. Puts Ayasu up top. Blueness smacking the right hand. Ayasu with that, rocks him with that fist. Fireman's carry. Blueness into the corner, face first on the turnbuckle. Off the ropes. And an elbow drop from Ayasu. Blueness rolls up Ayasu. Any means necessary. 1, 2, no, kick out at 2. Blueness now busting open Ayasu, and then a knee to the face for a little bit more oomph. Blueness hesitating, unsure where to go from here. Off the ropes, misses the Inzaguri. Another miscalculation from Blueness. And I think that might have just cost her the match. Feeling the blues. 1, 2, 3. A big, massive misstep from the member of the coalition, allowing Ayasu to move on to the #1 contenders match. We'll have to see if Azanaza follows suit. But Ayasu making Rize proud. As we'll move on to the second match of the night and the second semi-finals match for the #1 contenders tournament. This ain't enough. part of my dream decided to run. But I believe that I can adjust. They know that I won't surrender. Alright, let's go. Who will be joining Ayasu next week in the #1 contenders match? Will it be this woman right here, this idol, ShmeepsWorld? ShmeepsWorld had an incredible upset victory over Rocky and an absurd, crazy match to pick up. Can ShmeepsWorld make it all the way? If anybody has the hardest way to get up here, the hardest fought matches, I think ShmeepsWorld has to be in that conversation. ShmeepsWorld had to start off against Tyranno Maximum in the preliminaries, and then had a crazy match against Rocky. It was basically all Rocky since opening gate. Shmeeps hit every big move in her arsenal to pick up the win. Can she do it here tonight against Azanaza? Or will Azanaza meet Ayasu for the Shogunate reunion in the finals of this tournament? Could potentially be the first time we've seen Azanaza and Ayasu face one-on-one as well. We know Azanaza does not want to let down the Shogunate. Azanaza had some pretty hard matches to get to this point as well. Had to face MamaInu and Draven to make it to this point, so it's not as if it's been on easy street for them. ShmeepsWorld versus Azanaza. One-on-one. Here it goes. Dragon suplex by Azanaza to start us out already. Key things to be paying attention to is how much stamina and energy each person in this match consumes early on. And a thing you want to look for is who's really controlling the pace of the match from the get-go, because that is going to be an important factor, though it is not your winning factor. If you can conserve your energy and control the pace of the match, that's the ticket. Big splash by Shmeeps, hooks the leg. 1 count early. Standing shooting star press. ShmeepsWorld going up to the middle ropes this time. Splash again, barely connecting. We're going to have to see the effects of the match last week that's had on Shmeeps, because, you know, you could say something like Shmeeps was had the hardest fighting match, spent, or like really showed her heart, showed her abilities, maybe showed that she could earn this win, but we have to know the effects of that match could be bringing it into this match, you know, weakening her, giving Azanaza maybe a little bit of an advantage. Rolls through knee strike onto the arm. Sending Shmeeps off the ropes. Doesn't bumps him, but stands there. Azanaza unsure, I guess. Aza going up top. Calling for Shmeeps. Waiting for Shmeeps to get to their feet. And a crossbody. This time they're the ones to hook the leg. Kick out at 1. Aza already showing signs of frustration very early on. I don't know what's going on through Aza's mind, but definitely they want to focus on getting this win. And then the knee strike. We saw this brutality, the same brutality last week against Draven. Are they going to keep that same level, or can they maintain that same level of brutality against Shmeeps? Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And busting Ozanaza's nose right open. Shmeeps now taking it slow to get up top. Ozanaza trying to take her off the top. Shmeeps gets out of the way. But that misstep, that jump over. Ozanaza sends Shmeeps off the ropes, ducks under. Jumps over. Back elbow. Back elbow in the corner, but the knees get up for Ozanaza, maintaining that defense. And a single leg drop kick. Shmeeps. Both of these two already look like worse for wear. Seems like maybe the matches last week have taken a toll on both of them. Shmeeps now setting up, eyeing Ozanaza for the critical roll and connects it. Putting Ozanaza completely inside out on the floor around the world. Is that enough to put Ozanaza away? That's some hefty damage. Kick out at 2. That could have been a quick wrap. But Ozanaza holding on. Ozanaza and ShmeepsWorld battling on the outside at the 5 count. Referee giving them very little time to fight. I say that, and then they slow down immediately, but referee's discretion on how fast they want to count. And this, I mean, this could actually be a strategy for Ozanaza. Get the double count out. Ayasu automatically wins. Ayasu named the #1 contender. Shmeeps gets in at 8, though. Seems that plan wasn't exactly what Ozanaza had in mind. I know that would be an easy way out, but Ozanaza wants to prove themselves, and that would not be a good way to prove yourself. Shmeeps going up top again. And a splash, this time landing face first on the canvas. As the blood drips from Ozanaza, it's only going to get worse as the match continues. Now Ozanaza's turn to go up top. And an elbow drop to the back. Kicking Shmeeps across the ring. And quick, hastily goes for the pin. 2 count, nearly taking Shmeeps down. This could be it. If Ozanaza could get this off, this could be it. Shmeeps counters it. I think that might be the first time I've ever seen someone counter the DNA DDT. But Shmeeps doesn't know where to go from here. Not a good idea. You want to make sure. Standing Spanish fly. You want to make sure that you know exactly what you're planning. And Shmeeps is looking a little bit hesitant to climb up to the top rope. Around the world, though, it connects. Shmeeps, though, injured herself on the landing. Takes a little bit of time for the cover, too. But it doesn't matter. Shmeeps does enough damage to move on to the finals. Of course, Ozanaza is going to be feeling disappointed, but they fought their heart out. And now it will be Ayasu versus Shmeeps for the #1 contendership next week, as we will move on to the second match in the tag team #1 contenders tournament next. Think you're never gonna stop, cause they keep trolling you. And know that time can heal it all, I just wanna get through. Feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls, cause I'm not in the mood. I wanna cut myself off, rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all, if it's patient and soon. This anxiety is really trying me. Alright, let's get into it. This is the semifinals, if you will, for the MPW Tag Team Tournament. TheSleepyPengu and MintyClovers will start us off first for this match. Now Sleepy is the one that's having a little bit of fun, like MintyClovers usually does. Minty's all serious tonight. Morning Routine looking for their first tag team title opportunity. These two haven't had much luck in the tag division, but they're looking for that shot. MintyClovers didn't have much luck in the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament, but doesn't mean that she doesn't have the opportunity to get a tag team title shot here. Could still get their shot. And MintyClovers are going to be going up against a newly formed team of Gaelic Angel and TeaTheShiba. T didn't have much luck as well in the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament. And it looks like Angel and T might be looking to get that Tag Team Championship. It would be Angel and T's only championship they don't have. Looking to maybe become the next Grand Slam champions together. This will be an interesting match, to say the least, going up with two tag teams that really haven't had a lot of chances to work with each other. Morning Routine versus Gaelic Angel and TeaTheShiba. Of course, Tornado Tag Team rules, false count anywhere, anything goes. The match begins, and I mean, I gotta say this. We have Icon Idol, perfect amount, or perfect balance, 50-50, but last week we saw Empress Morgana and MintyClovers defeat B.A. Tycho and a Bear using the patented Hemlock by Empress Morgana. Could Sleepy be the what is necessary for this win? Could he be the win con for Morning Routine as Angel and T continue to take him out? Angel sliding to the outside. We'll have to see, of course. Falls count anywhere in the arena. Weapons can be used to your heart's content. Falcon Arrow by Angel as Minty sends T over the top ropes. It's Fisherman Suplex by Sleepy as Minty takes the opportunity to try to go for a little 2-on-1 action. Sleepy rolls through and grabbing Angel by the leg. Now T and Minty going at it. Ripcord knee. Sleepy trying to go under the ring for something, but T says, no, I'm going to boop your snoot right across the face. MintyClovers soup. And Sleepy gets sent into the concrete, or onto the mat on the outside, protecting the concrete. Bumps him. T trying to separate Morning Routine. Minty now chopping and uppercuts. The Idols going after the Idols. The Icons going after the Icons. Sleepy spinning Angel around. Angel having none of it. Fisherman Suplex of their own, as they are fighting just at the cusp of the ramp. Sleepy gets sent into the ring Angel gets caught with the clothesline and another one to the back of the head by Minty. Like a torpedo out of nowhere. German suplex by Minty, or by T to Minty. Sleepy getting separated a little bit more into the ring once more. And Minty driven into those steel steps. I mean, fight what you know. The icons and idols going after each other. Powerbomb to Sleepy. Hooks the leg as Minty's getting fought into the corner. This could be it. Early on, no kick at a 2. One-legged atomic drop by T to Minty. And a DDT to Sleepy. T is taking it to Minty on the outside. Angel's got the chair. Frankensteiner. Chair blocked and pushed right into the face of Angel. Minty finally getting some offense. Atomic drop by Sleepy. Floats him into a German suplex. And Angel's going to roll to the outside, wanting to get away from Sleepy. And now going after Minty. Minty had it scouted, though. Inside leg kicks. German by T again, dumping Minty on the floor. And a knee strike. Kick at a 2. Sleepy maybe looking for the chair in the ring. T's going to follow in and get smacked right head first with the steel chair. Angel grabbing a table. What could be his plans here? Minty swats it away. T goes for the cover. Minty kick it at 1. A powerful kick out by Sleepy. Minty superplex. And a Luthez press onto the chair by Minty. Cleaning house. Hooks the leg on Angel. Kick it at 1. T now looking for Sleepy on the outside. Bumps him. Sleepy sends Minty into the ring post and now into the other steel steps. Minty pulling Angel, trying to get him to the ropes, maybe for a clover cutter, but Angel fighting out of it. Angel hooks it. God's last gift. No! Reversal Northern Light suplex by Minty. Minty sending Angel up and over. Sleepy catches T's foot. Back body drop. No, atomic drop. Oh, getting the leg caught on the barricade. And now Minty with a steel chair. Sleepy sending T to the French-Canadian commentator's table and then back into the barricade. Minty goes for the cover. Referee so far out of position, he's literally daydreaming. 2 count. Morning routine nearly has it. Sleepy. Angel back up. Forearm. Back breaker by Sleepy. Now Angel gets Minty up into the corner of that barricade. Back and forth by T. And Sleepy, big discus, big boot missed. Sleepy trying to break up the pin. No, kick out at 2. And a knee strike from T to Sleepy. Might have just put him out. Kick out at 2. Angel back in the ring. Headbutt to Minty. Might have just busted her open. Tossing Minty to the floor. Sleepy's got T up on his shoulders. Go to Sleepy. 2. No, Minty nearly. Sleepy has to play Guardian here. Nearly taking out Minty. And now Minty's going to go over to T. T could have... that pinfall saved T as well from a potential pin. Sleepy's got Angel up on his shoulders. Now go to Sleepy to Angel. T's already coming. 1, 2. No, kick out of 2 anyways. T would have been just short if Angel didn't kick out. German suplex. Minty's got her kendo stick. Head first into T. Whacking that kendo stick. Head first. Minty. TeaTheShiba pedigree. Pedigree to T. Sleepy now, getting in between Angel. 1, 2. No, kick out, nearly beating T with her own move. One-legged drop kick. Angel running around with infinite stamina. 1, 2, break up at 2. Minty got the submission. Sleepy, block it, block it! No, Sleepy does not stop T from breaking it up. And now, speaking of submission hold, go to Sleepy! Or Sleepy hold! Sleepy hold onto Angel! Angel might tap or he might pass out! It is cinched in tight on Angel! He's got nowhere to go! Angel trying to get that leg up! T blindsides Minty! Famouser! Sleepy grabbing the toes. Taking T down. Angel's got the kendo stick for Minty this time. But you never want to go up against Minty with her own kendo stick through the ropes. Clothesline! Minty armed with her sword. Sleepy with the cover. Angel breaks it up. And Angel takes the kendo stick this time. That already busted kendo stick, breaking it right in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. Sleepy's got Angel up again. Go to Sleepy. Double pin. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Morning routine. Barely pick up the win. They will be moving to the finals against ShmeepsWorld, and Emrys Morgana La Primera will be meeting Morning Routine next week as we will move on to our main event of the night, the Open Weight Championship match. These two are excited. I'm pretty sure that's their first tag team match win. As we'll move on to the main event. And get your hands up and down. I really hope that it's set to the right match, but for the falls count anywhere, but all right, it is time for the main event of the evening, the Open Weight Championship title match, where someone is randomly selected by either divisions to challenge for FlairZero's Open Weight Championship in a Falls Count Anywhere Anything Goes match. Who has been selected to challenge Flair for his Open Weight Championship? In an unfortunate situation for Flair is you live and die by the rando. Flair is going up against a former 3-time Idol Division champion, a former Openweight champion, and his lovely wife, GlitchyBasturds carrying that golden opportunity. She has the whole year, or just under a year, to cash in the Idol Division golden opportunity. Been holding on to that all season. When could Glitchy strike? And if Glitchy wins this match, this is a potential for either of these two to be double champions. FlairZero dethroned via Tycho at last call, creating the shortest title reign in the Openweight Championship history. FlairZero looking to keep, he's already surpassed that, but looking to surpass that title reign, but looking to hold it onto it for a little bit longer, because Flair is also the #1 contender for the Icon Division Championship. He will main event MPW Presents See You Next Time. This is an interesting conundrum for Flair. He could be the first ever dual champion in MPW history, or he could drop the strap for his wife, and they could both be champions. And of course, for Glitchy, if she wins the Openweight Championship, she could always cash in her golden opportunity and become a double champion. FlairZero versus GlitchyBasturds for the Openweight Championship. Falls count anywhere, anything goes. How will this match fare for either of these two? No matter what happens here tonight, Flair will be on the final show of the season. Whether he has to do double duty or not will be determined in this match. The Openweight Championship is defended 2 times as many times as a World Champion and 4 times as many times as the Tag Team Championship. Flair versus Glitchy, one-on-one. Flair spinning Glitchy around clothesline. And a sliding elbow drop. Misses clothesline. It looks like these two are going to take it out on each other. Sends Glitchy to the outside. Falls count anywhere, meaning anything goes. Meaning you can pin or submit your opponent on the outside. DDT. And you can spend as much time on the outside as you like. Kip up by Flair. Rights and lefts. Glitchy, for obvious reasons, wasn't in the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament in the preliminaries or the tournament, being the holder of the golden opportunity for the Idol Division. Making sure Rize knows that she's on watch. Glitchy said, come get some. Atomic drop. Flair rolls through. This might be the first time, I don't know if this is the first time, but this might be the first time Glitchy and Flair have fought one-on-one. Certainly could be the first time they fought in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Flair is looking to have his historic rematch with Greg at See You Next Time. Glitchy getting behind him. Inverted suplex by the behemoth Glitchy. This could earn Glitchy a spot at the final show of the season. They're fighting out of the corner, drop kick. Hooks the leg. One, kick out of one. Glitchy sitting back up. And a butterfly backbreaker. Flair maybe looking for something under the ring. And he is. He's got a kendo stick now. Knowing it's going to take a little bit of extra oomph to take down his wife. These two train and spar with each other probably every day in the gym. You never know how much they really know about their in-ring abilities. I mean, they live together, they eat together, they break bread together. They've teamed together, they've done it all together. They've laughed, they loved, they've lived. Flair following Glitchy to the outside with that kendo stick. Caught, though, in the hands of Glitchy over the head. Flair German suplex on to the steel steps. The openweight champion isn't gonna let love get in the way of his championship. 1, 2, kick out of 2. Little sliding drop kick, hurt himself a little bit landing on the stairs there as well. Glitchy back up onto her feet. Sends Flair into the barricade, bouncing shoulders first off it. Clothesline missed it. Back body drop, nearly dropping the back of her head once again on those steel steps. Below zero, thwarted into a power slam. We're talking about a 3-time Idol Division champion here, Flair. You gotta wake up pretty early if you want to hit her with that. Flair with that rights and the lefts. Bouncing head first off. Flair going under the ring again for a steel chair this time. Glitchy's having none of it. Hooks him over for a suplex onto the chair as well. Inverted DDT onto the knee. Glitchy goozles him with the mandible claw. Choking. Choking out Flair. Nearly becoming a 2-time openweight champion. Glitchy has the most amount of championships under her belt of anyone in MPW. Could add a 5th one to her historic career. Flair finally getting some offense on after that mandible claw. Tries to hit her with a steel chair while she's up against the barricade. Thwarted, and now a left jab. Right hand, swing and a miss. And it looks like Glitchy may have slipped on the chair there. A hefty bump. Flair gets Glitchy up for a power bomb, barely being able to hold her. Trying to get his grip a little bit more for a second time, and now maybe a third landing on the chair for the third one. And a double stomp to the chest again. Flair with that right hand, the lefts and rights. Below zero this time, connecting on Glitchy. Flair slowly getting back to his knees. I don't think it's enough time to pin Glitchy. Referee's got to make sure the shoulders are down. 1, 2 for retaining the title. Kick out of 2. Sending her up the ramp onto the unprotected concrete. Flair with the steel chair. Bars smacked out of his hands. Scoop slam onto the concrete. There's no protection up there for either Glitchy or Flair. Uppercuts. Oh God, running power slam! And a leg drop. Ooh, landing coccyx first. And a DDT onto the floor! No matter who wins, we know that one of them is going to be having to nurse the other back to health. Flair kip up. Goozles Flair. Picks him up over her head for the frame drop on the concrete to the champion. 2. Kick out at 2. A powerful kick out at 2. Glitchy calling for the end again. Dodging now. Trying to play a little bit more conservative. Oh, back body drop. Up and over. Elbow drop. And a leg drop. Glitchy doing as much as she can on this pure concrete. Spine buster! That man has a family! The champion sidewalk slam! Ooh! Again, look at that! The cries on Flair's face for the championship. 1, 2, 3, and Glitchy is your new open weight champion. GlitchyBasturds. Her second open weight championship. Thank you guys so much for watching Masu Pro Wrestling. We will see you next week. I'm gonna run an ad, but first I'm gonna figure out, because that's Tuesday. Because it would have been week 55. That'd have been 5. Yeah, so 5 days. And then 3 weeks. 3 weeks is 21. So 26 days as champion. For Flair. Alright, I'm gonna run an ad. And I think I'll stand up, maybe go to the bathroom, get some stuff, and we'll set up the next show. That's the last show of the night, so I'll see you guys in a bit. I'll put you guys on the BRB screen as well. Guys could take a bite out of me. Ooh woo. Do you want to throw Oi away that fast? But everyone vote on it. Give me a chance. Give us a chance. BRB. Here's the Merlin chicken. Merlin chicken.
If it doesn't look good, I'm gonna be so sad. T is the master of the Shiba.
Who am I gonna call? This woman. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh whoa. Oh whoa. Yes. Yes. No. No, no, no. Yes. First on the scene and handled things exponentially. I just came because I is gonna be the next update, but it's gonna be in a couple months. I think they said that's what they're trying for. is it to be in a couple months? Oh, fuck me, 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 fuck me. I'm fucked, I'm fucked, I'm fucked, I'm fucked, I'm fucked. Okay, I'm fucked, 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 I'm fucked. Holy shit. 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 Oh, overhead throw. Oh. 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 Oh, this feels wonderful. Absolutely bonkers. It's T and Flair. They are there. In my chat. T's not flat. You like my song? Oh, that's literally me. I hope one of them is Majima. Yeah, that'll be exciting. I feel like I have a slight memory of Merlin, of you telling me you play as like 3 people. I might be wrong though.
Hey, moshi moshi.
Might be a little too loud. If a baby can do it, I can.
You are baby.
I'm baby.
Bro, I would definitely be able to beat up a stupid baby. They can't even speak.
Holmes.
And the fucking paralysis, flinching, like we've had such bad luck with it.
I don't know if the audio came off the same way as you, but it's sort of like glitching out for me. It was really funny. He's not flat song is peak. True. Okay. So, and then all right, let me customize participants. I'm pretty sure this is how we do it in this one. Okay, let's hope that that works out for us. And then since I'm vain, I'm gonna book myself in one of these matches. You forgot it was Thursday? Well, hello, Rize. How you doing? Rize, I don't know if you want me to catch you up to what's been going on, but I know you'd be proud of a couple people. I feel like I've fought Dobby a billion times. No. I mean, he's already had a match, but fuck it, let's watch it. Catch up, please. So we've been doing the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament, where there were 4 idols selected to be like handpicked by the boss upstairs, and then there was 8 idols that had to earn their spot which were the 4 other spots. 8 idols selected for the preliminaries, 4 slots. Those 4 that won was Blueness, Ayasu, Shmeeps, and Azanaza. The tournament, we went through most of the tournament tonight. Tonight we're gonna figure out your number 1 contender. And so the tournament went like this. It went Usano versus Blueness in the preliminaries. Blueness won. Ayasu versus Emrys in the preliminaries. Ayasu wins. Shmeeps versus Ty, I believe. In the preliminaries, yeah, Shmeeps versus Ty. Shmeeps wins. Azanaza versus MamaInu. Azanaza wins. Then the first round of the tournament is Blueness versus Minty. Blueness wins. Ayasu versus TeaTheShiba. Ayasu wins. ShmeepsWorld versus Rocky. ShmeepsWorld has an underdog win. And then Azanaza versus Draven. Azanaza wins. Then in the semifinals, we have Blueness versus Ayasu. Ayasu wins, so Ayasu's in the number 1 contenders match. And then we have Shmeeps versus Azanaza, and Shmeeps picks up the win, so it's going to be Ayasu versus ShmeepsWorld for the number 1 contendership. And then we've been doing a tag tournament now as well. And that's basically the main stuff that we've been working on. I do need to edit something in that. Fuck. Emrys. I need to edit 2 things. If Ayasu gets it, I want to have a conversation with you in the DMs. Also, in the last show, Flair defended his title against Glitchy, the openweight championship. Glitchy became the new openweight champion. I'm kind of happy with, because I have an idea for Azanaza specifically, but I'm kind of happy that Aza lost. But if Azanaza won, I would want Ayasu to beat Azanaza because I have an idea for them. And it sort of, the idea for the story sort of falls on them having that chip on their shoulder, feeling like they're the 3rd member, not part of the team kind of thing, like feeling like they're the 3rd rung. So them losing that helps with the story in my mind, at least. I need to change... No. I need to change this. Because for some reason, La Primera's tag team name is just ShmeepsWorld. I need to also look up how to spell Primera. La Primera. That's how you spell it, so I'm right. Alright. That's right, and then I need to edit, because I didn't check Minty and Sleepy's tag team entrance. I need to swap which position they're in, because Minty's supposed to be in a specific one. But I like it, because I have some kind of ideas for stories in my head that some are going to change, or some are going to probably come to their conclusions in 2K25, and we're going to see how much the storytelling in 2K25 is going to be better than this game with the rivalry actions and stuff. Something that I'm super disappointed about, like insanely disappointed about, is that promos in 2K25 are nothing. Like, back in the day when they had promos for Universe Mode, they used to have, like, a bunch of random scripts, and it would be text on a screen, and people would say stuff, and they'd pick dialogue options, right? In this game, there's no dialogue at all. There's no voice acting. There's no text. It's literally an animation. They come out, and they do a promo. Someone comes in, and then something happens. So I was excited for the promos because I'm like, oh, that's going to be a little bit of storytelling because, like, the AI will control it, but it will, like, if someone comes around and goes, I want to beat the Idol Division champion, blah, 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 it's like, that's like, oh, that's a great storytelling thing. But now it's literally just another rivalry action, basically. It doesn't actually have anything. When before promos were like their own thing. The promos were basically like a match. Okay, let's see. Okay, no, that fucking, I guess. Fucking, why not? I mean, this kind of works. So I'm trying to do, I'm trying to do a rivalry reaction for one of these matches. This is the last show of the night too, Rize. So you came at a perfect time. I'm trying to do a rivalry reaction, and in this game, it randomly selects the opponent sometimes, and so I'm like, this is not the opponent I wanted, but it kind of makes sense, I guess. Okay. Let's get into it. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington. And tonight we are kicking off with some singles Icon Division action. Later tonight, we will figure out the #1 contender for the Idol Division and the Icon Division. Unfortunately, or for the Idol Division and the Tag Division. Unfortunately, for the Icon Division, their #1 contender has already been selected, being Flair, the winner of the 30-participant last call match. And we're starting off with MerlinGTB. Merlin's had some rough luck recently. It's seeming like he's sort of almost getting pushed out of La Primera. We haven't seen him with Emrys, we haven't seen him with ShmeepsWorld, and we sure as hell haven't seen him with Garreth in a long time. Merlin looking to start us off tonight, though, because all you can do is fight for the glory. Big, beefy boys slapping meat here tonight. The only thing you can do when your championship already has a #1 contender is just fight for the glory. And speaking of fighting for glory, this would be an absolutely massive win for Merlin if he could pick up a win against the Icon Division champion, Greg. The Greg Nation on their feet as the champion makes his way into the arena in a stunned silence. This man won the championship against FlairZero a little while ago and has had one retention so far. He's retained the championship one time since then. A complete dark horse underdog in MPW, but somehow made his way as the champion and has stirred not only the pot of MPW, but has made waves in his own coalition group, begging the question from the audience, does B.A. Tycho really deserve to lead the coalition when Greg has the biggest championship in the Icon Division? Merlin and Greg are going to start us off. Obviously a non-title match, but if Merlin can pick up the win against the champion, that would be a huge bonus for him going into Season 3, maybe even earning him a title opportunity in Season 3. Elevated suplex as Merlin scoops up Greg, and a power slam. Merlin off the ropes. Big splash. We haven't been seeing a lot of Icon Division contests tonight, or this recent past month, as the Idol Divisions are trying to find their #1 contender for Rize's championship. That will be our main event tonight. Ayasu versus ShmeepsWorld for the #1 contendership. We know Rize's backstage watching incredibly closely, and we know FlairZero, the former openweight champion, is watching this match closely, as Greg is going to be his opponent this Saturday at the final match of the season. Merlin running shoulder tackle, doesn't even connect with Greg, or doesn't even phase Greg, as he connects with a slingshot Inzagiri. Greg now getting on top of Merlin. Merlin may have the strength advantage, but the height advantage certainly goes to Greg. Standing a couple heads taller than Merlin. Forearm. Sends Greg off the rope, scoops him. Hooks the leg on the champion. And a kick out of 2. A roll up for Greg. 1. Get it 1. Greg off the ropes. Enziguri misses. And a clothesline nearly taking Greg's head right off his shoulders. Spinning back kick caught. Greg's not going to allow that to happen. Merlin was maybe looking for the Shining Wizard. Gets clipped on the chin with that kick. Pulling on Merlin's hands. The fingies as he targets the back with the knees. Break his fingers chance. Oh my god, the forearms pushing Merlin back, flipping him around. Greg's got Merlin right where he wants him. The Gregening! Right in the center of the ring. Greg, the iCloudVision champion, nearly knocking Merlin out cold. Merlin rolling to the ropes. Step up. Little head kick there. Merlin's almost offended by that pin. Kick out of 1. You know that's got to bruise his ego. Merlin, though, getting a little bit more aggressive. Those forearms as he reverses the control. Gets on top and... Ooh, twisting the ankle. Twisting the ankle bad of Greg. Making sure the big guy doesn't have a good center of gravity. Picking him up. Working over the ribs now. Following Greg to the outside. Doesn't want him to be too far. Doesn't want to give him any opportunity to catch his breath. Off the apron. That's the hardest part of the ring. Colliding with his jaw and nose. Sending him into the ring post. Speaking of jaw and nose. And now Merlin can't take an opportunity, or can't have a match without showing a little bit of unsportsmanlike demeanors. Bumps him. Merlin's going to show off his muscles no matter what. And a splash. Off the ropes. And another splash. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Merlin taking that. Oh my god, lifting Greg over his head. Showing off that strength. Merlin up top now. Waiting for Greg on his feet, eyeing him up for the magic missile drop kick. A little bit of razzle-dazzle on that one and nearly pinning the champion. Merlin can't catch a break this season. And now Greg up. Trying to get a Greg up. Off the ropes, Enziguri! What is Greg looking for on the top rope? Double axe handle crowns him. He said, you dropped this, king. Smacks him right across the temple. Now Greg is looking to fly to the top. Have you ever seen a man do that in jeans? What are those, American Eagle? Ooh. That could damage your patella so easily with that stomp to the back of the knees. Merlin up and over. Running knee. And into the steel steps. Merlin going in. But Merlin doesn't want the count out. We've seen him take the count out before, but he doesn't want to take it here. Getting the champion up onto his feet. Merlin with the fall-away slam. Now a little bit of a combo from Greg. Oh my god, the knee into the barricade. Sending Merlin across the arena. This is what it means to be Icon Division champion. On the top of the mountain. Chop 7. Drop kick. 8. Greg gets into the ring. But Greg's going to break up the count. Giving Merlin that same courtesy that he gave him. Ooh, back body drop to the kick. Ooh, that overhand chop. Spinning back slap. Could Greg be holding it there? Is that the counter? He said, I gave you your 1. 5. No, Greg doesn't want to win that way. Breaks the count at 6. Sending him to the other corner. Sending Merlin all the way around. Greg is jogging lightly. Greg has not felt a single thing in this match. And a boots to the face. On a knee to the dome kip up. 6 once again. They're playing a dangerous game. 7. Merlin feeling himself a little bit. Merlin thinks he might have it. Greg gets back into the ring. If I'm Merlin, I want to focus. I would focus on my opponent in front of me. Picks him up, knee to the gut, kick to the back of the head. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Kick at a 2. Greg nearly took it. If I was Merlin, I'd start focusing up. Because the Icon Division champion takes no prisoners. Greg picking him up. For one more time. The Gregoning! Straight to the head. 1, 2, 3. Greg picking up a massive win. And Garreth Unported taking out Greg, taking out Merlin. Garreth clearing house. I think that's the first bit of contact we've seen between Garreth and Merlin all season. As we move on to our next match of the night. Not exactly the kind of cutscene I wanted, but it works. That's right, folks. Greg versus Merlin. For the 7th time ever. That's right. All right, next match. After that, we're going to continue with some more Icon Division one-on-one contest. And unfortunately for you and me, starting off for this match is UnchainedAwesome. There's not much I can say about this guy that hasn't already been said, you know. Insecurity meets a massive ego. This guy's head is bigger than a fucking New Year's blimp. Goodyear blimp, not New Year's blimp. Honestly, if there's any kids looking for role models, I would look at Shane as a role model and just do the opposite of what this man has done. I don't want to take away any of his accomplishments, but not my favorite person at MPW. And someone that seemingly, I mean, these two haven't really been on talking terms for a while, and it seems like Unchained may have been replaced, which is a good decision for Angel. Angel last week was in the tag team tournament with TeaTheShiba for the first time ever. It looks like TeaTheShiba and Angel maybe wanted to completely cut ties with Unchained, which I do not blame them. That's an expert decision for your stock in MPW. Unfortunately for Angel, he did not make it. He did not make it to the finals tonight. The match after this one will be the finals in the tag team tournament between Morning Routine and La Primera. Fortunately for Angel, he was unable to, but a new budding team may be forming in MPW. Unchained and Angel gonna start us off for the second match tonight. Unchained taking it to him immediately. I mean, Unchained is a former Icon Division champion. Though his run was very lackluster. His 2 runs were very lackluster. And never had much success with Angel in the tag division. I mean, I think you're going to have a lot more success with someone like T. They must be way easier to work with as Angel brings Chain to the outside, but Chain getting a little bit of a combo. Rights and lefts raining down on Angel. And a DDT. Chain's going to send Angel back into the ring. I mean, if I'm Angel, of course you're going to get tired of this guy. He's absolutely... He is, you know, just infuriating to deal with. Sucks the energy out of people. Gets on the middle rope and a splash. Angel rolls out for a little bit, comes back in and gets caught by Chain again in the corner. Chain gets caught up in the ropes. Tree of Joey Lawrence position and gets a face full of feet. Oh my god. Can't say I'm not a fan of that move. Angel almost bullying Chain here. Can't say I blame him. Face planting him again. Any damage to that could cut your face, maybe leave a permanent scar. That's why we have to have padding on the outside, and Angel just doing whatever it takes, willing to risk his life. Going up top again. Angel with the elbow drop. Chain up, super kick, but caught with the one-legged drop kick from Angel. That's where the height difference comes into play. If anyone's wondering why people talk about height difference, God's last gift! Anyone's talked about a height difference, the reach advantage, that is the advantage right there. 1, 2, oh, kick out of 2. Chain back up on his feet, though, for some more punishment. Inzagiri weaseling his way to the corner. It's that elbow off. And that right hand, Chain off the ropes. Gets swatted away, drop kick. Jesus. Chain dragon screw leg whip. Off the rope, leg lariat, kinda connects. And now Chain picking up a little bit of steam. He calls himself the king of the lariat. Barely taking him, picking him up. Cartwheels him. Looking for that basement clothesline. Connects point blank. 2, and of course, Angel kicks out. Chain looking to end this match maybe right here. Chain maker! Chain maker! 1, 2, kick out of 2. Chain's not going home that easy. As Angel gets into the corner. Angel's looking for his opportunity, trying to pick up his position. Sending Chain up on the ropes. Oh, double slaps to the face. You love to see it. Off the rope, drop kick. Chain had nowhere to go wrapped up in the ropes like that. God, I wish I could do that to him. Back elbow blocks it. Misses the shotgun drop kick right in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. Ooh, pulls the horns down. Booty pop and moonsault. DDT, and EDT. Hooks the leg. 2, kick out of 2. And a EDT again. Rolls him up. Could he end it here? 1, 2, kick out though. Ducks whatever Angel was trying to do. Chain is fighting on with that unprotected knee to the chest. And that unprotected knee to the chin. Once again, more targeting of the face, busting Angel open. It would not be a Gaelic Angel match if they didn't see blood. And a forearm to the face. Angel back up. That blood is drenched on him. Angel, though, only gets more powered up. Fall from grace when he's bloodied. Wanting to move Chain away from the ropes, making sure. But he's wasting time here for the pin. 1, 2. Oh my god. A 2 count only for Chain. Like I said, a little bit of a... Spent too much time on that shoulder tackle once again, taking him off the apron. Chain's kip up. Back body drop soccer kick. Chain on the apron. What he's looking for on the top rope. Whatever it is. Oh, he thinks better of it. Angel picks him up again. Chain making stupid mistakes. Fall from grace. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Gaelic Angel maybe picking up his last win of Season 2. Wants to end it off with a good foot forward. As we'll move on to the tag team #1 contendership match next. All right, we got 2 more matches. The tag team one's probably going to take a little bit, but I'm excited because we got submission versus submission. I would love Morning Routine to win, but I would not mind Emrys Morgana. Whoever wins this match, I got to make them for 2K25 anyway. So this entire stream basically is me trying to figure out who I need to make. Because we have the list right now. Obviously, Rize's on that list. The list might be on another book, actually. Yeah, I think the list is in another book. We have Rize, obviously. We'll probably need Ayasu Azanaza. Sadly, I must sleep for the night. DM me with what happens. I will do my best, and I will... Yeah, I'll text you if... I'll definitely text you if Ayasu wins. But have a good night. See you later. Bye-bye. All right, let's get into the second to last match of the night. Ho! It is time for the semi-main event of the evening. To determine the #1 contender for the tag team champions, Morning Routine had an impressive win that could be Knights Out. And of course, false count anywhere, anything goes. Tornado tag rules, meaning anyone can fight anyone at any point. BeepsWorld fighting Sleepy next to the French Canadian commentators table. And of course, a hockey stick in the hands of MintyClovers, whacking it across the face of Emrys Morgana as it changes hands rather swiftly, sending BeepsWorld into the steel steps. Big boot, barely missed it. Sometimes you're too big for your own good. And a stop sign to Sleepy. Just throwing that stop sign on the back. Sleepy trying to separate them two a little bit. Get some space. I didn't see very much of a like a strategy by Sleepy or Minty in the last match trying to separate. Or like going for a 2-on-1. They seem to just want to take one-on-one, divide and conquer. I say divide and conquer for teaming up again too, but they want to just focus on one person at a time. Or it seems like Emrys Morgana and BeepsWorld, they like to try and take one person and isolate them. Minty getting sent into the barricade. Oh, cinched in around Sleepy's neck, the skull end. And now Minty's also got a leg lock being applied to her by Emrys. A lot of submission holds early. We might see a tap out for this match. Northern Light suplex by Sleepy as Emrys continues to work over Minty's legs. Sleepy comes in for the save and gets DDT'd on the floor for his troubles. Working over Minty's legs a lot is Emrys Morgana. Targeting the limbs is an expert strategy if that's the limb you want to target for your submission hold. Goozles Sleepy for the double choke bomb. And still working over the legs. Goes for the cover, but the referee's distracted by the submission hold. Submission hold breaks through. Referee's got to turn around. Still gets a 2 count, though. A long 2 count. I mean, if I'm Sleepy, I'm holding that 2 count as long as I can to get as much rest as I can. Emrys Morgana continuing to punish the legs of Minty. Like I said, I feel like there's a little bit of an advantage when it comes to BeepsWorld and Emrys Morgana, because Emrys Morgana can wear down Minty while BeepsWorld handles Sleepy. Minty now going for tilt-a-whirl neck breaker, or spinning neck breaker. Oh my god, leaping leg kick. Sleepy now chopping right hands. And BeepsWorld gets a right of their own. Atomic drop in front of the barricade. Russian leg sweep into the hemlock onto Minty. Minty's already being worn down this whole time. The hemlock now applied and Sleepy breaks it up. Sleepy able to protect his partner in this tag match. Very dangerous position for Minty to be in. BeepsWorld's just chilling in the ring. Minty is looking out of it. Minty's been taking her sweet time getting up. She looks out of it. It could be a 2-on-1 very shortly for the morning routine. Minty, choke toss to BeepsWorld from Minty, the world's smallest choke toss. Goes for the cover. Emrys Morgana breaks it up. The strength from that one hand on MintyClovers. And now Emrys just toying with her. Fisherman suplex. And a Luthez press from Emrys. Sleepy saying it's time to stop. BeepsWorld stopping him. Kick out at 2. Ooh, BeepsWorld is playing defense. Stop sign in hand. Nope. Emrys up top. From the top to the floor. And now BeepsWorld sending Sleepy back into that corner. Stop sign back in their hands. And up. Ooh, just barely missing it. Sleepy, flipping, get vertical, idiot. Flipped vertically. And now BeepsWorld wobbly in front of the French Canadian commentators table. And Sleepy crossbody to the outside. Minty sends Emrys off the ropes. Ducks under. Jumps over. Back elbow landing onto the table. That backside of the table. Standing shooting star press. Minty trying to take out the knees of BeepsWorld, just barely missing. Sending BeepsWorld to the corner. Minty's the only one standing tall. Everybody else in damage control. Frankensteiner! Springboard Frankensteiner. Arm drag. Emrys hemlock on Sleepy. Hemlock on Sleepy. BeepsWorld holding off Minty. Sleepy's in trouble. The hemlock is cinched in tight. And Sleepy's got no help. Wearing him down. Finally breaking out of it. Only to wake up to BeepsWorld in your face. DDT. Hooks the leg on Sleepy. Minty breaks it up. Minty and Emrys back in the ring one-on-one. Emrys goes for the cover, just trying to end this as quickly as she can. 1, 2. Emrys kick out of 2. BeepsWorld has played really good at defending Emrys's pins. But Emrys can't get them. Minty jawbreaker. Sleepy rolling BeepsWorld over. 1, 2. Kick out of 2. Almost taking it. Almost earning their shot. Now Emrys, BeepsWorld, and Minty and Sleepy are all on the outside. Emrys looking at Sleepy. Throws him into the barricade. Senton. BeepsWorld deadlift power bomb to Minty. Onto the concrete, onto the floor. BeepsWorld choke slam, sending Minty straight to hell. Crucifix driver from Emrys. La Primera is in complete control right now. DDT. Minty now taking it to Emrys. But BeepsWorld back up on their feet. The 2-on-1. So dangerous. One-legged atomic drop. Jesus. Sleepy flipping Emrys around. Clover cutter! Clover cutter! 1, 2, near fall. Go to Sleepy! Morning routine! 1, 2, kick out of 2! Nearly taking it! Nearly earning the #1 contendership! But the blood is in the water! Drop kick to Emrys. Sleepy looking to fly. Elbow drop. Sleepy though rolls up. 1. Emrys any means necessary. Kick out of 2. Running power slam. Luthez press. Steel chair in BeepsWorld's hands. Minty's got to be careful. Sleepy looking for something. Emrys reverses it. Dangerous position for everyone to be in. Sends Sleepy off the ropes. Ducks under. Standing shooting star press. Ducks under. Spinning back kick. just as quickly as Morning Routine got the advantage. La Primera takes it. Steel chair just punishing Minty. Bumps him. Blocking Emrys. Minty still going toe-to-toe with ShmeepsWorld. Needy tear onto the floor, bouncing ShmeepsWorld's head off the pavement. Emrys, though. Emrys, Russian leg sweep. Headlock. Sleepy's bleeding. Headlock. Oh, I think it's over. I think it's over. Sleepy just tapped. Just like that. La Primera said tap or snap. And they are the #1 contenders for Bonk and Dragthulu's championship. Morning Routine fought their best, but it's hard to go up against someone like ShmeepsWorld. When ShmeepsWorld is the body of the snake and Emrys is the head, they are nearly unstoppable. An incredible showing by the former tag team champions as we will move on to our main event of the night. Who will be the Idol Division #1 contender next? That was crazy. When you feel like this, I'm immortal. Bop, 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 bop. Don't be scared. I think I already have ShmeepsWorld made in 2K25 because I made ShmeepsWorld, so I was like, might as well make ShmeepsWorld. So now I just need Emrys as well made up. Alright. Just mentally compartmentalizing what's going on. Okay, let's get into the last match of the night. Hoop. It is time for the main event of the evening. The two that have made it this far in the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament, Ayasu, is starting us off. 1/3 of the Shogunate. It was almost a Shogunate v Shogunate match, but Azanaza lost it to Ayasu's competitor here tonight, ShmeepsWorld. If Ayasu wins, it could be easy street for Rize. Or could be an unexpected brawl for Rize. Ayasu's potential first ever shot at the Idol Division Championship. Ayasu has to go up against a former Idol Division champion, former Openweight champion as well, ShmeepsWorld. Shmeeps knows what it's like to be on that top of the mountain, and she has had some rough fights to get here. Can ShmeepsWorld pull it off one more time, just one more match for ShmeepsWorld to get that opportunity at the Idol Division Championship and a spot in the finale of Season 2. Rize is going to be watching this match closely. Could it be Shmeeps' opportunity to earn a title shot for, I think, the first time in Season 2? Ayasu versus ShmeepsWorld. The bell is rung in both these two. Out the gate. Power versus speed. Who will come out on top? Drop kick to the back. ShmeepsWorld back up. Ooh, back elbow. Ayasu. We talked about this in Shmeeps' last match about the spending too much energy. We're going to watch and see if Ayasu puts out too much gas early. Will she have enough for the later match where Shmeeps could come and clean up? Because in Shmeeps' match against Rocky, it looked like Rocky out the gate. And then she came completely from behind, hit all her biggest moves, and won the match. So Ayasu doesn't want to underestimate ShmeepsWorld by any means. Doesn't want to waste time, doesn't want to expend too much energy that's not affordable. Crashing and burning at the outside of ShmeepsWorld, but getting back up like it's nothing. Getting that spinning head scissor. Of course, they have to the count of 10 to get back into the ring. Shooting star press. Ayasu is all over Shmeeps with these reversals. Not letting Shmeeps get a word in edgewise. Oh, dumping her. And of course, a count-out victory is a victory, so you want to make sure you're not spending too much time on the outside when your opponent has the advantage. 6 count, like I said. You want to be careful. 7. And you also want to be careful not to give your opponent the advantage. Standing moonsault. 8. Sling blade. This might be the quickest match ever. We just need 9. Ayasu's got to... Oh, fuck it. ShmeepsWorld breaks the count. I think Ayasu might have made it back into the ring, but ShmeepsWorld breaks the count, resets it to 1. I don't know if that was the right call, but I know ShmeepsWorld wouldn't consider that a win if she won like that quickly. But I don't think Ayasu is going to give Shmeeps that same sort of kindness. Shmeeps getting back in at 5. So is Ayasu. Off the ropes, grabbing her for another head scissor. Does connect. Shmeeps with the head kick, leg kick, head kick combination, and a punch to the face. Shmeeps looking maybe for the start of the end. Critical roll connects! Shmeeps goes for the cover, doesn't aim for the around the world. Maybe thought she could get the win there. Up top, around the world connects, and maybe Shmeeps, just maybe, takes the win this early. 2, near fall again. Ayasu's got to watch out. Shmeeps going back up top again. What is she looking for? Moonsault. Ooh, gravity-defying moonsault. Ayasu rolls out of the way. And now swings the pendulum of momentum in her favor. Kick out of 2. Ayasu trying to get Shmeeps up. Super suplex. Ooh, shoulder tackle running straight through her like a torpedo. And then dumping her on her neck. Ayasu taking complete control now. Ever since that moonsault. And maybe, I was going to say maybe try to get her in the corner. No, shoulder tackle takes Shmeeps down. 2. Kick out of 2, another near fall. I feel like at this point in the match, any big move could potentially spout the end for either competitor. And just as I say that, Ayasu lining it up, feeling the blues. One half of purple is blue. 1, 2, kick out. Shmeeps barely holding on. Shmeeps is in trouble as Ayasu gets up top. Drop kick. Shmeeps rolls to the outside, trying to get some space. Ayasu can see the end here. And is just trying to figure out which road to take. DDT. Sending Shmeeps back into the ring. Shmeeps back up. Goes for the stomp, but misses. Ayasu sends Shmeeps off the ropes. Bumps him. Drop kick. Standing shooting star press. Shmeeps. No, doesn't think Ayasu's in position and gets clotheslined for her own troubles. Off the rope elbow drop. Two, kick out. Shmeeps again. I had to hold my breath there for a little bit. Shmeeps is on the chopping block here. Oh no. ShmeepsWorld, that might just be it. Feeling the blues and the Shogunate might have the #1 contendership and the championship. No, kick out at 2. Shmeeps back up. Nearly taking it. Ayasu back up. Test of strength, sending Shmeeps into the corner. Putting Shmeeps up top. Shmeeps reverses it. Shmeeps taking the arm of Ayasu. Bringing her for a ride, arm drag. Back and forth. Go for something, but bumps him. Misses the drop kick. Shmeeps looking for something, kind of looking dazed and confused out there. Sending Ayasu into the corner. And now it's Ayasu's turn to sit on the top rope. But can Shmeeps be successful? ShmeepsWorld superplex into the Falcon Arrow. Shmeeps is done. Nobody kicks out of the Falcon Arrow. 1, 2, kick out. It was because of that hesitation, Shmeeps. Come on. That hesitation could have costed Shmeeps the match over the top rope, or over the middle rope. Over both those ropes, using the middle rope to go over the top rope, senton to the floor. And a face X Factor, I think. It is either these two's game right now. Shmeeps going up top from the championship corner. Big splash, no! Ayasu doesn't capitalize. Facebuster! Busts open Ayasu. Ayasu's back to their feet first, though. Shmeeps is looking tired. Shmeeps is in trouble. Shmeeps might be out. 1, 2. Oh, gets that shoulder up. Ayasu saw it. Shmeeps' eyes are twirling like whirlpools, staring up at the ceiling. There are birds fluttering around Shmeeps' head right now. And Ayasu can smell it. Going for a submission, I think? Yeah, pulling at the face. We could see Shmeeps tap. Ayasu says if I can't get it done with a pin, I might as well try to submit her. Shmeeps going over. Critical roll! Critical roll from out of nowhere! ShmeepsWorld! Around the world! Shmeeps, you gotta cover! Cover! 1, 2, 3! ShmeepsWorld is the #1 contender for the Idol Division Championship. She will be meeting Rize at the season finale. We will see you guys on Saturday. Thank you so much for watching Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm Masu Pro Wrestling Ton, and we will see you next time. I was happy with either outcome, but that was such a good ending. It was a good ending because she hesitated on the critical role that one time, and I'm like, oh, that might have cost her the match. And then she didn't hesitate on that one, clipped her, got her stunned around the world. Oh, thank you guys so much for watching tonight. I'm going to go see if anybody's on for us to raid, and I'm going to head the F out. I don't know when the next MPW stream is going to be, but I'm going to try to keep it on the basic schedule that we were on before. Ooh, Ty's on. Ty's playing Elden Ring. Ooh. Go raid. Let's go raid Ty. I'll try to keep it on the schedule, but I don't know. If I can. With making everything, and stuff, so. Thank you, Merlin. I appreciate you guys. Been lurking for a little bit. I did see my numbers popping up, so I was like, oh shit, people are showing up. We had a lot of, honestly, very crazy shit happen, so I'm pretty happy with tonight. Hopefully you guys have a good night. I hope you sleep well. And I will see you guys tomorrow for either like Minecraft, Soul Hackers, something. I want to do Soul Hackers and stuff. I had to make dinner so I couldn't chat. Hey man, this is the perfect, most calming thing to watch while you're making food. You're like picking up the hot pan, and I'm like, oh my god! Drop it. Alright, have a good night, guys. Bye!